right, Zone 3 podcast. We are at the Philips booth with ISMRT. We're gonna keep that because we're live right now. And Philips, man, once again.
Yes?
Yeah, we already love you guys, so how can you make us love you more?
Well, we love you too. So happy to have you back again at our booth at ISMRM 22.
Right.
So this is really an event for research, science, and we're happy to introduce a great new system today. So I'm happy to give the floor to Denise and Frank, who will show you the cool stuff that we have.
Oh my good, thank you very much.
Yeah. So thank you for having us.
No problem.
And we believe that our portfolio is stronger than ever. So we have an AI-driven portfolio. We have smart connected systems. Our diamond is MR7700, our new 3T system. Smart workflows, MR workspace, smart workflow, and integrated clinical solutions like multi-nuclei, which we are the only one who can integrate it seamlessly. And Philips Smart Speed, our deep learning reconstruction engine. So we are really ready to rock.
Right, so the MR7700 is a 3T system.
Yeah.
And you guys do some special neuroimaging with that system?
Yeah, it's specially designed for the research and advanced clinical diagnostics.
Yeah.
Frank can tell more about it.
Oh yeah.
I can help it a little bit.
For
Actually,
sure.
it's really important. And indeed, thanks for having us, and maybe sure to make sure we get the right pictures on the background. Because I think it's really important that, especially in a meeting like this, where we talk about demanding customers, right?
Right.
Not the guys that want to go for like 5 patients an hour, but they want to run the best diagnostics possible. But if you build a 3T, you need to understand all the technology to get a system that's integrated and has low eddy currents, has amazing duty cycles.
Exactly.
You can do all the tricks in the book. Now what we are now introducing with the 7700 is a grading system up to 65 meters per meter. But that's not all. It's about a gradient system that has a waveform that's so accurate that we are not influenced at all by eddy currents.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
I'm saying at all, there's always a tiny bit, but we
Right.
actually measure the fidelity, the remaining eddy currents, and we can quantify it and deliver it to customers. And that allows us to bring a diffusion quality that's really unprecedented.
Exactly.
So, and the system has a very high duty cycle. So your DR stays short, right? You know all about that.
Exactly.
No long scans. You get your DWIs, but your DTIs, whether it's like 50 directions or 200 directions, DR stays short.
Wow.
Including a short equity. So the diffusion quality is going up, not just for neuroscience, but also for prostate. And if you want to do it somewhere else in the liver, you will have the best liver diffusion examples that you can imagine.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the 77 is there for all those diffusion guys, the neuroscience guys. And of course, it is built on our normal workflow perspective. It's widebore, it's comfortable, and it has a very efficient workflow.
Sweet. So didn't have to lose anything to get it there.
You got it,
Yeah.
right?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do we have a chance to check it out today?
And we have more stories to tell.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it moving.
And if you allow me the time to seduce and entice our more clinical, curious customers, I do want to spend 1 minute on our ability to bring multi-nuclei work.
Oh, yeah.
Now we all know about proton,
that.
right?
Right.
We've done proton for 1 million years. We know
Right.
everything about proton. But proton is there in water. And water is metabolically not that interesting.
Right.
We all know about that. So what we've done is we've created a system that's FDA approved that allows for xenon, fluorine, carbon, phosphorus, and sodium. With a connotation that for fluorine and xenon there is not yet a medical gas approved. But let's wait and get that medical gases approved. And then you have applications that can do other things.
Right.
Lung imaging, or for example, sodium imaging in the knee. Or all those things will come to play. And the beauty thing is, it will become just as a normal proton scan. So you place a coil, and the coil is integrated. So you place a coil, the coil is on the system, it's one exam card, and the exam card allows you to do sodium and proton mixed. So it is just an exam card. It's not switching hardware, switching software, getting a physicist. With all respect, it is just running a protocol.
Running the protocol.
So there is no workflow disruption in running your multi-nuclei clinical research work integrated with your normal patient workflow. And that's the essence. So we're going to make a boost of an old topic, but fully clinically integrated.
Wow.
Very important, and we're very proud of it.
Very first.
And the very first.
That's awesome.
There are no systems that run all those different nuclei.
Right,
as a given.
exactly. And from what I hear too, 70 the ultra high field is the only way. It really was the only way of getting there. But now you guys have made this happen with a 3T.
I'm not saying 70 is a bad thing. 70 is a great thing.
Right.
But 70 has all kinds of other challenges.
Exactly.
I don't need to tell you about that. So if you can run it in your normal clinical workflow, that will allow clinicians to work on it, maybe potentially get to reimbursement, and then the ball will start rolling.
Exactly.
It's a bit of a chicken and egg, right?
Right.
And the chicken and egg will not easily get done on 7 Tesla.
Right, exactly. That scanner's going to stay open for majority of the day.
It will take some time.
You know, so, but this is super exciting.
Yeah, well, we want to get you more excited. Let's go over and show you something else.
Wow,
all right?
Awesome. Frank just told us about some of the amazing things you guys are doing with multi-nuclear.
Yeah.
And we want to see some images, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so show us what you got.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is the case of sodium imaging.
Yeah.
So like what you can do now, you can use the same coil for doing the sodium imaging as well as for the proton imaging.
Wow.
So in the past it was always like 2 different coils.
Right.
So it is you have to disrupt the workflow.
Literally the same.
But now it is like you put the patient one and get the complete imaging at one go.
Wow.
And what you're seeing here is images of sodium on the brain. So where you can look at the color images over here, and at the same time on the right side of the screen, like you have a normal T280 imaging, and then you have a flare imaging also.
Oh, wow.
So one XM card, and you push in the patient one and get
one
the
workflow. It's just a protocol.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can do everything in less than 30 minutes.
It makes that workflow so much easier. In fact, I can just see it being more utilized. So it's interesting because in my head, I can't even imagine how this is going to really change the dynamics of the field. This is, wow.
Yeah. So, it is good. It is a big thing because you don't need, just by a single click, you can change your nuclei. Like you can scan 6 different nuclei by just making a single click. Yeah.
Does it make the scan time any longer? A little bit, huh?
Yeah, because you are using different nuclei,
Right.
a little bit longer, but the end result is you get more information.
More
So you
information.
can image more than one nuclei.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's awesome. Is there certain restrictions on this type of sequences that you can use, or is is it its own type of sequence? Multi-nuclear.
For the multi-nuclei, we can use different type of nuclei like phosphorus, sodium, carbon.
And you're selecting that by a certain parameter?
Yeah, we just use the parameter. You just select like single click. You just select the type of nuclei, and the system automatically changes as per that nuclei.
Is there a way you can show us that? That'd be a pretty cool workflow.
I cannot do it in this screen. I have to take you to the different screen to show that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to go see that? Yeah, let's go do that.
Okay. Let me take you.
So this is just demonstrating how the scanner looks, right? The scanner software.
That one is a new interface.
Okay.
But like for the multi-nuclei, we still need to use this one.
Okay.
Only for the multi-nuclei. For rest of the things, we can use that one. And this is what we want to show. Like you can see, like only by changing the type of the nucleus, you can image different type of nuclei.
That's almost too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy.
I can't believe it's that easy. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You just making a single click and everything changes. In the past, you need to have some
Right.
you need to switch off and switch on to change.
Yeah, it's completely different. Like the workflows are terrible.
Yeah.
Now, changing from, because we use the actual hydrogen proton just because it's the most abundant, and we get our signal from there.
Yeah.
Do we lose any signal when we kind of, switch the molecules? Like, how do you guys compensate for the lack of abundance for some of these other molecules?
Yeah, because that's why the scan times are a little longer on the multi-nuclei sequence.
I see,
Yeah,
okay.
So, because the natural abundance is less,
Right.
so you need to scan a little longer than what you would scan on a hydrogen.
Just got to listen in on those protons just a little bit longer, right?
Yeah,
All right.
But that's a benefit you get because in the past it was not possible like to scan the same on the same XM card, both the hydrogen as well as your multi-nuclei. But now it's easy for the patient because they are positioned once, they're on the same coil, and you do it completely once.
Perfect. No, that's awesome. I like that a lot. Very well rounded. I cannot wait to see what comes out of the multi-nuclear system that you guys have built here.
Yeah.
It seems almost too good to be true, like overpowered, right? Like, oh my gosh. Me and Robert work at a big facility, so we do a lot of research. And the workflows for some of those, I can't imagine having a scanner where you could do clinical patients and research patients. I mean, you're gonna save so much money because you don't have a scanner just sitting open for half the day,
Yeah.
So thank you so much for you guys' time and explaining all this technology to us and getting us excited about something else once again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Zone 3 Podcast, multi-nuclear imaging. Wow.